Yeah, and then so that you're gonna hit. Hit that again. This way again. Hold it down. There you are. You're on. You're live. All right. There we go. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Okay.
Third time user. So.
Recap of the day. Rain. We got rained on. We had an awesome poker run that we ran the course. Let's talk about the course.
Well, what'd you think? Obviously, I pre-ran the course. You do a lot of side-by-side, a lot of events.
Yeah.
What'd you feel about the track itself?
So I thought the track is going to be a lot of fun. I thought that there's a lot of like curves in there, and I think that there is a lot of opportunity. There's some tight spots. There's some spots for passing. So I think that there's going to be some good racing. We drew numbers tonight, so I think that there's some really good top contenders that are going to be out front, and there's some good top contenders that are all the way in the back. So I think that's going to make for an interesting race.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So how do you feel about, say, a pro that's behind somebody that's doing a 3-hour, a 6-hour, amateur? Do you think, obviously, say a pro, starting back, even like, say something is maybe even 30, which is halfway through, they're gonna have a lot of problems if people are 1 through 29. It's not all pros, so they're not all gonna be the same speed like a pro would be. You're gonna have amateurs in there. You're gonna have people that are doing 3 hours. So do you think that's trying to play a role for those people in the back?
Well, I think that's the same that you're going to have in any kind of like endurance racing, like a desert race. I think that they're going to go out there and they're just going to have to pick them off and get around them and then go out clear. So I think that that's the same type of racing. Just going to get around them and then go.
Yeah, I agree. I think they have to stay patient because it is a 12-hour race. And like I said, a lot of people, especially I know coming from the race series I come from, they're doing 2 hours. So they got to keep reminding themselves, hey, even though I'm back, 20th, it's still 10 more hours in this race, 8 more hours, 6 more hours, plenty of time for people to mess up and for you, not to put too much pressure on yourself and overrun the car and overrun the course. Let take it slowly.
Exactly. I was walking through the pits a lot tonight after the poker run, before the drivers' meeting, and talking to a lot of the drivers, and just kind of talking about strategy and what they were thinking, and everybody said that they were just going to go out there and work on keeping the car, maintaining the car, not looking to hammer out the gate. But it's going to be interesting to see, because we know that when they get out there, everybody's mind, we see it. We see it all the time. They're going to go out there and they're just going to go for it.
And it's like,
they forget that they have to save the car, and they're just going to go for it, because we see it every single time. If you can keep your cool and keep your head about you, you're going to do that.
It's honestly, we've had kind of discussions off camera about how many people are going to finish. Yeah. We'll give that number out a little bit later. We don't want to jinx anybody right yet, but they really, so it's really I know the cliche is not a sprint, it's a marathon, but they have to keep that in mind, because racers, they want to be in first. Like, if I'm not in third or fourth, if I'm in third or fourth, is that my turn? Oh no, what about someone behind me? That's mine. This is yours.
So yeah, there's
handing drinks on camera, folks. That's what we do here.
Wait, what? No? You didn't see anything? It's not on camera?
It was a drink of the...
So the track is actually drying up nicely. Like I said, we have been rained on and then dry and then rained on and dry. So it's been quite a day. But I'd say by 2 o'clock it was
for sure
dry. It was no longer wet. But the track is still pretty muddy. But I think by tomorrow it's gonna start to be good, right? What do you think?
I think so. Definitely, it should be dried out. I'm gonna say this. I'm not even call it mud, just like clay stuff that we've been walking in. I feel like my shoe, every time I take a step, like my shoe's gonna come with my foot. So I'm just wondering, when they get, obviously tear-offs are gonna be super important.
Yeah.
They get this like clay stuck on their cars. It's gonna be pretty heavy on the car, so I'm hoping that it'll be dried out. Obviously they're gonna go through the creek crossing, they're gonna get a little bit. This stuff is not like normal mud. It doesn't just like wash off, you can go through the water. This stuff, it sticks to you. Like I was walking from one side of the venue to the other. I grew 4 inches because I had so much clay on my foot, on my feet. I was like, man, I feel so much taller. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to take off my boots. I mean, we're pretty covered in mud, head to toe, but it was fun. It was a great day.
Yeah, I mean, you can I'll give you a little preview. Like my shoe right there, man. It's just like caked. I cleaned it off 17 times already today. And it's like, it just keeps coming back.
So tomorrow, we had the drivers meeting, answered a lot of questions. Tomorrow we have staging starting at 6, and then the race takes off at 7. So Le Mans style racing. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Definitely, Le Mans style racing. So basically, we're doing
Le Mans start.
Le Mans,
yeah.
I'm sorry, probably Le Mans start. We're doing a staggered start, so one odds in one lane, odds in the other. So you're gonna have a key, your fastest runner, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope you're sending your fastest.
You were offering.
I'm off my services are still available. I was a high school track sprinter champion. I'm pretty damn fast. I can get you that couple seconds you need, to get to run to your car. But yeah, so they're choosing somebody from their team. We're gonna run them the car. Question though, some people don't have keys. So is it just like tap your car?
Well, I don't know. What did they say at the drivers meeting?
I don't know. Let's ask Mr. I don't know.
Put them on.
What?
So if somebody doesn't have a key for their car, how are they?
Yeah, it's just like they tap the car.
No, the person that is running to your car needs to start your car.
Oh, okay, so he's got to run it.
Reach in and
Reach it. Okay, that makes sense. I like that.
Okay, so if you don't have a key for your car, the person who's running to your car has to start your car for you.
Yes.
So that's the rule.
Are you gonna do any running out there? Are you gonna offer your services?
I will. I mean, did you see me out there at the poker run today?
You know what? I was so funny.
I logged a couple miles.
No, that's so funny you mentioned that, because I was like, after the first one, after we stopped the second run, I was like, and I saw how far the car was, like, oh my god, she's like running all the way back here like every time. I'm like, it was probably a good quarter mile.
4 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
So you did a mile. Like,
Yeah.
No, there and back. So you did two miles.
Yeah.
Because a quarter mile down and a quarter mile back. So you did half a mile every time. So you did like 2 miles of running.
Yeah, I'm good. My trainers at my gym. I hope they're watching this so they know that I got it.
You gotta give a shout out to the trainer. Give a shout out. Who's training you? Because you're out there hustling.
Yeah, I was hustling. They're good. I'll send them a link.
Yeah, send them a link, man. We need to find out who you are. According over here, man, she was hustling down there, and it's not a flat road. This is talking about like hills and.
Levi, Victor, and Melissa. You hear that? I got the miles in today.
She got her steps, and we got the proof. Step counter. I hit my customary 17,000 steps, so I'm happy.
What else? I think that's it for now, right? I mean, I think we need to.
I think everybody. I think people. I mean, are just excited. It's kind of. We have a great band right now. If you guys are actually watching, we can switch it up and put you on the spirit on the. So we have Zach Ramo band outside. You guys can see it on the screen right there. Amazing band.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're gonna have fireworks tonight.
Yeah, those should be starting pretty soon. Oh, like 4 minutes. We have fireworks in 3 minutes.
So
we're gonna do it at 9.
So at 9 o'clock,
and
an hour and 3 minutes, the fireworks starts. Are we gonna try to get a camera facing that?
Yeah, we just gotta set the camera on the top of the podium over.
Yeah, we can definitely get you guys some fire. You guys want to see fireworks? Who doesn't want to see fireworks?
Wouldn't you want to see fireworks?
Yeah, I love fireworks.
Yeah, who doesn't love fireworks? So big day tomorrow. I'm excited to check it out.
It's gonna be dry. It's gonna be cold, but it's gonna be dry, so we can deal with that.
We're gonna be bringing you. Courtney will definitely be bringing you. I'll be in and out. Courtney will be here all day. Very, very resourceful. Very knowledgeable. Probably about 3/4 of the drivers here. You're familiar with about 3/4 of them. The other quarter is probably like me. So the ones that you don't know, I probably know. Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, I'm just excited to get it going. I'm super pumped up this track. I just want to get it going already, and I want to see how many people finish.
Yes, and we have lots of interviews that we're going to be playing throughout the day that I spoke with some people tonight.
Oh yeah,
and
mention touch briefly on that. Who did you speak with?
Honestly, I tried to touch base with some of the people that I didn't know well tonight, so that I could get to know them a little bit, so I knew their names and stuff like that. So talked with a couple people from California, some younger drivers.
You talked to the Mandels. I talked to Jason.
Yeah, some
good friend of mine, cool guy.
14-year-old sportsman doing the 12 hours. So some of the younger kids I spoke with, so they were excited. Those are always the fun ones that you're like, okay. So do you want to, are you doing this? And they're like, yes. I was like, Okay. What else?
Yeah,
And so kind of coached them, worked with them a little bit, and then talked with some of the more experienced drivers. Cam Reimers and Hunter Miller are teaming up into a car. So spoke with them a little bit, and just kind of found out what their plans are for tomorrow.
Speaking of the Millers, did you find it funny? I was kind of interested that Cody and Hunter didn't drive together. I think there's that competitive spirit. Like they rather win, like talk trash to each other a little bit. Like, I beat you.
Yeah.
They think they got better. Yeah, they think they got better options by running two teams. They got better chances.
Well, that's true. I mean, that definitely is. I mean, they work together. They definitely work together. But yes, that does two is better than one. You got twice the chance of winning.
And they both have good teams that they put together.
I mean, it's almost identical cars. I mean, pretty much I think it's identical vehicles.
Yeah.
So.
And then we're gonna have also tomorrow. We're gonna have drivers coming through here to talk with me on the live stream. So viewers will get to kind of meet some of those drivers when they're getting out of the cars as well.
Right, because they're gonna probably be racing for about 5 to 6 hours, and then they'll get out.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
depending on how many team members they have.
Yeah, talking with Cody, actually, he said he was going to go for about 2.5 hours, depending on how his fuel lasted, and then get out, and then he's going to come in and talk with me. So I think it's all team strategy and how that's going to play out for them individually to how long they're going to go for before they switch.
Yeah, it's definitely strategy. Got to come into play. Like I said, I have a couple favorites. I have a dark horse team from West Coast, little West Coast bias.
Do you want to say who it is?
I'll say who it is.
Who is it?
It's gonna be Bo Barron, who's 2019 works 1000 production champion, and Matt Hancock, who also races in that.
won the Pro Stock this year.
Oh, Pro Stock. He also I wasn't there this year, so he's 2020 Pro Stock champion. So 2019, 2020 works side-by-side champion, and Matt Hancock, who always runs solid in that position too. Took third, so obviously runs very well. They're running on these things called tire blocks, and that's why I have faith in him.
You keep talking about those tire blocks. So they're not from my side of the country.
No, they're from Seattle.
I guess I need to pick somebody from my side of the country.
Yeah,
root for them.
So who do you got? So who do
you know what? I have to root. I'm gonna be impartial here for now, but I'm Midwest, so I'm going to cheer for everybody because I'm right here right now. But did I just got booed? No, I mean, of course, like the Midwest guys have my heart. I have a couple that came right out of Midwest. Michigan, Wisconsin.
You gonna drop a name for me?
I have like Waz's here from my area, so of course they're hometown for me. They run side-by-side sports with me and Champ Off Road, and so they're kind of favorites for me, and I love their wives and stuff like that. So
all right, we'll have a friendly little wager. Nothing too crazy.
So I just have to tell you this one thing. Hold on. So I don't actually ever make bets unless I know 100% I'm right and going to win.
So you gotta make a bet.
Cam, who's driving, Cam Reimers, who's driving with Hunter Miller, made me promise him that I would only bet on him.
Okay, so you're taking Hunter and Cam?
Let me sleep on this.
Okay,
we're gonna come back to this
you.
tomorrow morning, and then I'll see what I'm gonna
Courtney
do.
needs to think about her pick. Boots, I'm solid in my pick. I'm very confident, and I have another. Who's
Nobody's gonna like you tomorrow after this goes.
I know. Who's Dallas Gonzalez racing with? Mikey Kelly. I'm interested to see how they do. I don't think they're gonna win. They're definitely not gonna win. But they're young. They're 13 years old.
Okay.
Riding in the pro class, 12-hour. So I don't think they're gonna win. But I'm just interested in seeing how they do. If they finish, I'd be super proud of them.
See, I like giving everybody like a little bit of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Encouragement. There you go. Yeah, and you're just like, they're not gonna win, but good for them.
I'll be honest. I don't think. I mean, if they win, I'd be super surprised, and I hope they would win. Being 13 years old, how cool would that be? Kicking all these adults' butts out here. But just being honest, and I know how Dallas drives. This dude, you want to talk about shake and bake Ricky Bobby? Either the car's crashing or it's finishing. If it ain't finishing, it's probably because it blew up.
I saw actually like one or two girls. Brooke Jensen. I met her today.
met her
She's from
too.
California.
Yes.
So I think she is. I saw maybe 2 girls out there.
There's another girl I met, and I can't remember her last name. Her name's Caitlin, and I met her side by side tech. She's
Okay.
racing. I'm not sure if she's racing what class she's racing in, but yeah, there's a couple girls out here.
So 2, I
Two,
think
yeah, for
that
sure,
I
yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a third, but
I saw
2 that
3.
I saw. Okay.
I saw 3. I can't remember the other one's name. I met her on the when we were doing the podium positions or the poker chips for the positioning, and I can't remember her name either. But so there's 3 women out here for sure.
So I always love cheering for the girls. I have a little girl who's a racer.
I love cheering for the women too.
Yeah.
I love it when women. So obviously, I mean, not to be it's considered a man's sport. This is more men do this than women. So I like when women come out here, or girls come out here, young girls or whatever they are,
Absolutely.
and they come out here and they give it to the men and the boys. I love it. So yeah. So with that being said, do you have any last words?
No, just check us out tomorrow. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a fun race. This is shaping up to be amazing. The guys have done great at putting this together. And I
We should give him a big thanks out to Brian Atkinson and
Blake.
Blake, I don't know Blake's last. Do you know Blake's last name?
Gustin.
Blake Gustin.
Yep.
The whole TEXPLEX. If you haven't been to TEXPLEX, this is my first time here. This venue is amazing. They have a pit bike track. They have a supercross track, an off-road track, side-by-side course, side-by-side short course, and they have a wedding venue across the street, which is amazing. There's a lake on the venue. It's amazing. It's 1,100 acres of just like it's a big kids playground almost.
It is.
For basically for off-road motorsports. So I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yeah.
That being said,
it's going to be fun.
Butter Supply Media. Obviously, if you're watching this, you already know where to find us. But tell your friends, Butter Supply Media on YouTube.
Butter Supply Co.
Oh, is it just Butter Supply Co? Butter Supply Co. Follow us on YouTube. You can catch all this. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're gonna put a link. They always say that we're gonna put a link.
Notification.
We're gonna put a link right there. Right where it says. Oh, no, we gotta thank our sponsors.
Yes. So, Raceline. So, Raceline, actually, a friend of mine works at Raceline. He texted me yesterday that he didn't know I was going to be out here, and he just canceled his trip, so he was all bummed. So shout out to Raceline.
Shout out to Raceline.
So, Raceline, Maxis, who else is on?
I just saw actually MRT,
PCI Radios.
PCI Radios, G3. Who else we got there? Big shout out to Harlan, Dirt Nation, coming all the way out. He lives in Maryland.
Everybody knows and loves Harlan.
Yeah, everybody knows Harlan. Yeah. Coming in from Maryland. This guy comes up from Maryland. This guy travels more miles than your car's got styles, man. This guy, every other week. This guy, I've seen him. I love Harlan. I gotta tell you, he literally will go to. I've seen him at one event, and then he'll leave. Fly to shoot another event and be back the next day, and I'm like, Harlan, where did you go? He's like, I was just down in Arizona. I had to do a photo shoot for this guy real quick, and I came back, and I was like, dude, you're crazy, Harlan.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Harlan. Miss anybody? Graphic Guys.
Big sponsor.
Big shout out to Graphic Guys. I'm not familiar with them, but I know they did a lot of the bannering out here, right?
MRT.
MRT.
Yep.
Content jar.
Oh, Content Jar. And we got a big ass shout out to, I don't know the name of the Millers, we mentioned them. I don't know what the name of their company is. Miller Glass Company?
Miller Glass
Glassworks
Company.
did all the trophies.
Pro Glasswork?
Miller Glassworks.
Oh, Miller, yeah. Big shout out to Miller Glasswork. Dude, amazing trophies. We should probably grab one tomorrow.
Got one
We'll
right
show.
here.
Oh, we
We
can
will
show right.
show.
Oh, we got one right here. We're gonna show you right now.
I've used them to make glass checks for us before.
Yeah, they did our stuff
and
too.
they
You wanna
are
help me with this?
amazing.
I saw those.
Yeah.
Those were awesome.
Aren't they?
All right, here we go,
This
guys.
is heavy.
This is heavy as hell. Here's the first place trophy.
Here, show
Check
all
this.
of it.
Yeah. And so this is mountable, so you can mount this to your wall.
Here.
Or hang it. I have it.
Yeah, and this is so heavy.
Yeah, it's so I'd say it's probably about 3.5 feet by 2 feet, 2.5, 3 feet.
Yeah.
That's a huge, and not to mention the $20,000 that comes along with this.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy. So big shout out to Miller Glassworks, man. We were over there at their ranch or acreage compound. I don't know what you want to call it. They call them out here. It's huge. Speaking of,
So.
is that Miller right there? I can't tell.
So
We're just talking. Hey, we're just
I
talking.
came to the butter bar.
Hey, you must have known we were talking. We were just talking about you on live stream.
Yep.
Miller Glassworks.
Get this on live. Can I get another margarita?
So tune in tomorrow with us.
Definitely. What time are we firing up so the time can they tune in?
I mean, the race starts at 7.
7
Starting
o'clock.
at 6:30 maybe.
6:30. Yep. We'll be at 6:30. I'll be up at like 5:30 because
That's what he said this morning.
I was a
too.
little late. I'm gonna lie right now. I want to apologize to my boy. I set my alarm. I'm on California time, so I'm 2 hours behind. So I set my alarm for 7:30. I'm supposed to be up at 8. I thought I hit the snooze and I hit the off button, and I didn't wake up till like 9.
Yeah, I hit the snooze once and it was like 5:30-ish when I hit the snooze button, so.
Yeah, so definitely it's not gonna happen tomorrow. I'll be out here tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow's race day, so I definitely
Get up
got.
with me tomorrow.
I gotta definitely be out here tomorrow. Tomorrow's race day, so I'll be out here early. But yeah,
Okay.
I think that's it. We covered everything. Anything else?
No, I think we're good. We need to clean up and get ready for tomorrow. Get out here.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good show.
See you later. It's so weird. COVID. Everybody's like,
I don't know.
Do I what?
Well,
What?
the thing is, I'm always a fist pumper, you know. But even
Yeah.
before that, but you know,
People are like, do I touch you? Do I not?
It's like, oh no.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands right now, guys. I don't know.
Okay.